What's going on, guys? Your boy Joe Shake72 coming to you guys with a video right now. So I'm sorry I haven't come out with my preview video for the Texans. I just between Christmas shopping, just being busy, and everything's good now. So I was gonna do this video last night, but I was too tired. So I want to get on and move to the Texans. But before I talk about that, been working on these off-season videos. I've already planned out what I'm doing. Ton of prospects. I'm actually very excited to talk about a lot of dudes that a lot of players that we can really look at this year, especially at positions of need this year. So look out, because I'm still debating whether to put these videos out. A lot of you guys say you want me to put these videos out early, but I don't know if it's the right thing to do right now since the season's still here. So we'll see, but I have everything set up for you guys, so we'll be good on that. So Eagles versus Texans. What to really say about it? We honestly need to win this game. As everybody knows, we need to win out the rest of the year. The Vikings got to at least lose one game. They have the Vikings have the Lions. The Vikings have the Bears at the last game. And Dallas is probably, I don't know. Hopefully the Buccaneers beat them, but probably not going to happen. So I'm looking at a wild card game, hopefully. So the Texans are one of the best run-stopping defenses in the league. They allow the fewest, runs up the middle. They've only allowed, I think, 20 or more yard runs. I think 3 of them this year. And there's a whole lot to go into. You got J.J. Watt. You got you got Clowney on the other side. The defensive ends are very good. Up front, in the middle is probably where we're going to. I mean, they're pretty good up front, but I think with our offensive line and what they've been doing, especially during the, from this Rams game, offensive line did very well. Not even protection-wise, but going up and blocking these dudes. So it's been pretty good. We might have some reinforcements coming back. We might have Jordan Hicks coming back. Tim Jernigan probably will play this Sunday. So you're going to have 2 guys back in this game, hopefully Sunday. Apparently today, if Jernigan's good for the next 2 days, he'll be fine. Jordan Hicks looks like he's going to play Sunday. So this is good. We're getting 2 guys back on defense. We need them badly. And, honestly, this pass rush is where it's going to count. Deshaun Watson, I have a ton of respect for Deshaun Watson. Tore his ACL last year. Great character guy. And the one thing the Eagles have struggled is going against these damn mobile quarterbacks. Marcus Mariota killed us this year, running, especially when we're this close to getting them. Russell Wilson last year lost that game, one of our worst games last year before winning the Super Bowl. They have Kiki on offense. They have Kiki, the wide receiver. I forgot his name. Kiki Cutie or whatever. I forgot his name. He's got a weird name. He's been very, 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 very good. You know what I mean? So, wide receiver core, DeAndre Hopkins, got to find out a way to stop him, which is going to be a big challenge for this defense this Sunday. So I'm thinking Jim Schwartz might do the same plan this week. I think pretty much, he's going to line all these corners a little bit further away and make the Texans throw underneath so they don't give up the big plays. Now, Deshaun Watson can move, but I want to see Deshaun Watson when he's heavily going to get tackled and getting pressured. And I've seen it a million times this year on highlight reels where, Deshaun Watson will sense pressure. He senses pressure very quick. So these guys have to take very good angles, tackle very good on these angles, and do what they got to do. So getting a little bit better at the defensive line, and Fletcher Cox just been a beast. I don't know how the offensive line for the Texans are. They're pretty good. But Nick Foles is our starter for the rest of the year, and I hope it stays that way because depending on how far we go, I don't know what's going to happen, but, we need to figure this out. Carson Wentz is our franchise quarterback. There's no doubt in my mind. He just needs to sit out because he's just been – I have a feeling he's just, other than that fractured vertebrae, and you don't want to – erupt that vertebrae again, erupt that injury again, let it happen again by putting him back in. It's a bad idea. Just let Foles stick in there, stick with the hot hand that you have, and do what you got to do. So the Eagles just need to make some plays. They need, Mike Rowe needs to have a good fucking game plan, and Doug has to call some good plays. Last week, Josh Adams didn't really have the heavy carries last week. Wendell Smallwood ran with no fear in his eyes, and he ran upfield and did very well. So Josh Adams didn't really do one of his worst games this year. But other than that, really, this is do or die. It's another do or die game, and losing this game would really hurt us badly. And probably we won't go anywhere if we lose this game. But who knows? The NFL surprises you at every moment. But honestly, the only thing that really scares me about this game is probably Deshaun Watson. Just because he can move around and he's so quick and he gets that ball out of his hand very fast, so fast that he can have a very accurate throw. So defense just has to get after it. And offensively, we just got to find ways, we have to find ways to, get in and try to get to Zach Ertz, try to get to anybody. You got weapons. You got a perfect offense with very good roster on offense. There should be no excuse. Eagles shouldn't be, the Eagles should win this game Sunday. No matter what, this should happen. The Eagles should win this damn game. The Rams game, I was not expecting that, and the Eagles looked and I think it was because of Nick Foles. The Eagles just looked very calm, cool, collective, and they just hammered down and kept their foot on the gas, didn't stop. And there was we're gonna see some stupid plays in this game probably. They were like, what the fuck did he call that for? But it's only normal, for this year. But that's all I really gotta say. So I'm not saying we're gonna kill the Texans, because probably not. This is gonna be, we're gonna be at home, so we'll see what happens. But I have faith in this Eagles team by the way they played last week, and the way everybody on offense is kind of going up on Nick Foles, and they build a shrine of Nick Foles, and they really admire the guy a lot. And this guy brought us our first Super Bowl championship last year, so a lot of people have a lot of respect, and they want to play well for him. So not saying that they want to play well for Carson, but Carson's got a lot of issues with his body and his injuries. So Jason Peters and Lane Johnson got a big task, this week with Clowney and dealing with J.J. Watt. Now, I'm not really afraid of them too much, because that could open the run game a lot. It could open a lot of things up the middle. I'm not saying that they're not formidable up the middle, but we could do some things, and Nick Foles could stick tight in that pocket and throw a nice pass. That's the good thing about Nick, because Nick could actually stick in the pocket and throw a really good pass, and he's very, very good with the pocket awareness. But, not the fastest guy in the world. We all know that. But he could extend plays if you give him time. So I'm hoping for a W this Sunday. I don't see why the Eagles shouldn't be winning this game. It's a very big task. So 2 games left. Let's fucking do it. Let's get this shit going. Sorry for the late fucking preview. Working on a lot of things for the off season right now. So I hope you guys enjoy. So Shake Squad up, Fly Eagles fly. Peace, guys.